Howdy folks and welcome to Brain Rotters. To be clear, there is not an official trailer for episode 6. However, there is footage from the previous trailers that we have not seen yet played out in the show, and it's from that footage that we can make predictions about the finale episode of the Loki series. So first things first, let's talk about the King of Asgard Loki footage here. I think it goes without saying that the gold shine coming from the top tower of the castle that the Loki and Sylvie had to head to at the end of episode 5 matches the gold shine of the Asgard-inspired room here, meaning the constant references to Kang for episode 6 being revealed to be behind the TVA might be squashed by the fact that a Loki variant has been behind it all this whole time. What if, since the top tower could hold an Asgardian version of Loki that rules Asgard, what if this piece of rock that he lives on is a broken piece of Asgard left over from after Ragnarok? Think about it. When Sylvie enchants Alioth to begin with, we get a close-up of the castle here, and you can see strings and cracks of gold running through the walls of the castle. We know from Asgard that the houses are made of gold, so what if when this rock was broken off from Asgard during Ragnarok, it was charred so beyond belief that only strings of gold remain from the castle? And you can see from the shot of Loki approaching the castle that it has received structural damage around it, the gold cracks shining incredibly bright as the gold on Asgard. You can even see the same cracks of gold throughout the same scene of Sylvie doing this spin move. I mean, to complete the set, this Loki variant even has resident Asgardians, no doubt likely variants of themselves. Now, as to why this room is untouched by char and remains gold, well, Loki can be using an illusion to present it as gold when really it's just as dark as the rest of the place. Hey, you made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you're new, as well as hitting that bell for notifications so you don't miss another video just like this one. Now this rock could be holding this final Loki variant, meaning the variant could be the big bad behind the TVA instead of Kang like the entire internet is rallying behind. Now, why would Loki create the TVA and how and with what resources? Well, don't be so quick to discount the possibility that Kang is still behind the TVA, because what if Kang is using this Loki variant as a pawn, as a partner of sorts, to help manage the TVA? Just from a logistical point of view, Kang is supposed to be the main bad guy of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which comes out in 2023, and they casted Jonathan Majors to play Kang way back in September 2020, almost a year ago. Why cast him for a major role so ridiculously early if they didn't have plans for him to portray Kang well before filming for Ant-Man 3 was needed, which is happening right now? They casted him early for another project for the Loki series. But that's just from a logistical point of view. I think the least we'll see Kang is at least in a post-credit scene for episode 6 that sets up his role in Quantumania. Maybe we see this Asgard Loki variant face off against Kang in a fight for power, a mutiny of sorts. So, maybe our Loki convinces Asgard Loki that he's under Kang's thumb, meaning Asgard Loki is the head of the snake like he was made to think. Maybe Kang loses this fight. Maybe Kang retreats back to the quantum realm or is exiled there, but is for sure defeated temporarily, only to return in an episode 6 post-credit scene where it teases he's still alive. Every part of the Marvel fandom wants the big bad to be Kang behind the series, but every bone in my body tells me that this final Loki variant that we haven't seen yet is behind everything. What do you think? Because I can't help but ignore the fact that since it is a Loki variant, what if it's all a trick? It's all some kind of illusion. I can't help but wonder that, because Loki has been devious for a long time, and this one that is sucking in the glory here, he's also wearing the same costume he wore in the first Thor movie, meaning it's the villainous Loki who wanted the throne, who embraced the trickster part of himself the most. What if it's just all one sick trick, the whole series, the whole TVA? What do you think of my theory for episode 6 from the footage that was compiled from episode 6 in the older trailers? Thank you all so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm so happy to be back from my wisdom teeth recovery. I'm still recovering if you can't hear it in my voice. Thank you all again for so much. Have a great rest of your day.